Hello everyone, this is Tugan Khanna. I have 10 years of experience working with PHP, Drupal, and much more. You can find me on LinkedIn with this shared link. This is the fourth session of PHP Basics training, and here we will learn what loops are. PHP comes up with basically four types of loops. One is a for loop, second one is while, then do while, and another one is a for each loop. So, we have seen how we can create variables and set each to a string or a number in the previous sessions. To understand more about arrays, let's imagine there are three cars: Maruti, Volvo, BMW. I have taken these three cars. Let's say these are parked in a garage. This is a car 1, car 2, and a car 3. Let's set it out to three variables. I've taken the basic PHP syntax. Now, I'm setting it to three variables: R1, R2, and R3. Fine. These are the three variables. Let's set it out and print each manually. I'm taking the HTML basic H2 heading. This is the way to embed PHP variables in an HTML template. So I have taken this H2 as the HTML uh, tag H2. Then this is a basic PHP syntax. And then I will print car1. And closing the H2 syntax. Similarly, I'll do the rest of two cars, car2 and car3. I'm adding the break so that it will visible you in three different lines. Let's save the file and check it out. We have done this in all test.php. As you can see, these cars are printed manually. Now, obviously, we are repeating unnecessarily code, and arrays is to the rescue. So, to create an array, let's switch back to the Visual Code Studio. Now, to create an array, let me create it over here. All cars equals to, I'm setting it into array car1, car2, car3, right? So now this is my array, and I set all the variables inside it. So it is kind of a box, right? You can put anything, I mean any string, number, or other things into it. In PHP, in order to avoid this repetition of the code, right? In PHP, we loop over arrays using the most important for each statement. Although there are, of course, other types of loops in PHP, like for loop, while, do while, but we discuss here the most important one, that is the for each loop. Now let's remove the repeated code here, or let's remain it as it is. I'll remove it later. First, do the for each loop over here. for each. So for each is what? It isn't a function. It's what called the language construct. That basically means that it looks and works like a function but has its own special syntax. So to loop, we say dollar all cars as cars. I'm copying this line. Print. This line will not work because this is a one way of embedding the variables in the HTML template by using this PHP syntax. I'm using it here the different way. You can see it. I'm just using the word print, keyword print, and here h2 is my HTML tag. This is the way. And now we can delete this or let it remain as it is. I'll delete it later. I have saved the file and let's see how it works. As you can see, this is a way we printed manually, right? And this is a way we use the for each loop and iterate over the variables, or iterate over the arrays. Now I'm removing this and let's refresh. And here you can see. So if we talk about the PHP arrays loops, so loops are used to execute the same block of code again and again as long as a certain condition is true. As you can see in this example, I have taken three cars and put it in the array and iterate over this array. Basically, this is the variable on which the iteration is happening, and this is the variable in which new values got set, and we will print these new values later in three different strings. So, this is the purpose of for each loop, and this way we minimize the code basically, and this particularly three lines serves the whole purpose in printing our cars. That's all for the loops in PHP and arrays. We will move on to the multidimensional and the associative arrays in the next lecture. Stay tuned and have a great day. Thank you so much.